Detroit Lions fans, it is January 16th, and guess what? We're still talking about Lions football for the first time since I've been on the internet talking about the Detroit Lions from Facebook to YouTube. This is the first time we've been in the playoffs. Not only that, we've won a playoff game, and we are in the divisional round. The last time this happened, I was in middle school, and the Lions won in the divisional round and went to the championship game in the NFC. Feels good, feels weird, feels scary. I had no kind of fear with the Rams game. It was just like, we have to win this game to put everything else to bed. And you guys in the comment section have been saying house money. And I'm saying, forget that, bro. I want it all. I want all of it. I want all the money. I want to bring it all in like this. Forget that house money stuff. Let's go win this thing. Let's go win this. We have a legitimate shot. All the big dogs are getting taken out. Listen, I thought about this. CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans are playing phenomenal ball. Now that the Cleveland Browns are gone, one of the teams that never been to the Super Bowl, the Texans play against the Ravens. At the Ravens' place, we saw the number 7 seed beat the number 2 seeds. Here we go. We saw that, right? And now they're going home. So this year has been full of all types of parity, right? So if what's to say that the Houston Texans can go into M&T Bank Stadium and knock off the number 1 seed? Because I personally believe that the number 1 seed at Baltimore Ravens are going to get bounced by the Bills or the Chiefs, whoever comes out. If they make it past the Texans, I think they're going to get bounced out. I just do not trust this team. You one and done. You get caught on a bad day, like when the Lions played them, you gone. That's it. It's done. Game over. You going home. So could you imagine the Browns out of the way? The Jaguars didn't make it. 2 teams remaining that's never been to the Super Bowl. What if some crazy kooky way the Texans beat the Baltimore Ravens, whoever wins between the Bills and Chiefs, and then the Texans don't get a home game. They got to go on the road. Their home game days looks like they're done because all the home teams in the AFC won. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Texans have to play all the way on the road. What if it is CJ Stroud, rookie quarterback, and Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions in Super Bowl 58? How crazy would that be? Don't count it out just yet. We've seen stranger things happen. But the whole purpose of this video and that 2 or 3 minute intro is I saw something from NFL.com and I said, I got to talk about this. Fellow Detroit Lion fan and NFL writer, you see her all the time, Cynthia Freeland. She is the only person that I saw on NFL Network. Shout out to the game preview guy. He picked us to beat the Chiefs, and we won by 1 point. He picked us to beat the Rams, and we won by 1 point. So GPG, you need to keep picking games, bro. She brought up the Super Bowl odds, okay? And this is from Caesar Sportsbook. She is a Detroit Lions fan. Here are the Super Bowl odds for 58. Here we go. The San Francisco 49ers have the highest odds with 27%. Odds to win Super Bowl plus 70. Odds to win NFC minus 200. I know minus is good, right? And plus is bad, I think. I don't know. I don't gamble. I don't know, but I think so. Number 2, the Baltimore Ravens with a slightly lower, with a 23.3% chance. Odds to win Super Bowl plus 290. Odds to win AFC plus 115. Buffalo Bills come in. Remember, this is Super Bowl. Odds to win the Super Bowl, 17.3. We just discussed not too long ago, this team has won 6 games in a row. Odds to win Super Bowl, plus 500. Odds to win the AFC, plus 230. Number 4, highest odds, the Kansas City Chiefs, 13.9. Odds to win the Super Bowl, plus 700. Odds to win the conference, plus 310. And your Detroit Lions, odds to win the Super Bowl, 12%. Now, I got to chime in here. We started the season, I can't remember where we started, but before we made it into the playoffs, there was like a 2% chance us winning the Super Bowl, like of us winning the Super Bowl. Now, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. We are the 5th best odds. Odds to win the Super Bowl plus 800. Odds to win NFC plus 330. We're going to round it out with the Green Bay Packers 2.4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2.2, and the Houston Texans 1.9. I think they are the last team remaining. So your Detroit Lions, the percentage has jumped all the way up to 12%. 12%. But we got a situation and we got something to worry about. Check this out. Says if the Lions want to advance to Championship Sunday, they need to patch up their pass defense and fast. Detroit allowed a league worst 103 explosive passes, 16 plus yards during the regular season, 5 more than the next closest team, and ranked 28th in passing EPA allowed at 9.4. Consistent pressure from Hutchinson will surely help the Lions secondary, but Aaron Glenn and company will likely need to implement a few other solutions as well. And that is 100%. So there's no denying that the passing defense is terrible. The passing defense is terrible. I don't know why I said it like that. The passing defense is terrible. And I think it is. One reason is it's because of the pass rush. When you have one guy getting to the quarterback, Aiden Hutchinson, who now has 13.5, including the regular season and the 2 on Stafford, you're going to have issues in the secondary. And then when your number 1 cornerback is Cam Sutton, who you didn't hear his name a lot during the season, but I said this on the show today. Check it out. Rocked on Syndicate Sports, new channel. Go subscribe to it. If you just pick up Cam Sutton and gently place him over here in that number 2 cornerback spot, because that's where he belongs. We either have to draft a corner or we have to get one in free agency. You never know. We could bring E-Man back. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the Lions are thinking, but I know they like to take care of their guys. So all of a sudden we go from we not going to win the North. And just to think that some of you guys didn't have us making the playoffs. Y'all remember that when we lost to, I forgot who it was, the Bears that second time? It was like, y'all was saying, I was saying the roof was on fire. No, I was just saying we better had ended 12-5. And we did. And we got that home playoff game. And we won. And we got another one. And we should win this game. But you got Mike Evans, not Captain America. You have Mike Evans. You have Chris Godwin. You have what's his name? Palmer. Is it Joshua Palmer? It could be. But remember, Baker Mayfield overthrew a lot of receivers. Mike Evans has been dropping balls. He still did it. He did it yesterday. So we going to have 3 dudes that we got to contain. And they look like they're healthy. So if we don't pressure Baker got an arm. He can get it. He overthrows his receivers a ton. But he also will throw some interceptions. So Aaron Glenn, I thought the Rams was the game of his life. This is the game of his life. It gets more. And then next week, going to be the game of his life. And then the Super Bowl, oh my God, the biggest game in his entire career. We'll see. So give me your thoughts. Lions, 12% odds, according to Caesar Sportsbook, to make and win the Super Bowl. Like I said, just think about it, Lions fans. Think about it. Think about it. Think about the upsets that we saw. Think about a Texans-Lions matchup. And I'm not saying we would beat the Texans. CJ Stroud is a dog. He is what people thought Justin Fields might have been. But CJ Stroud is him. And that would be a tough matchup. They got Nico Collins. I mean, they got a squad. They got a squad over there. I mean, doing big things. So I know we got to pump the brakes a little bit. We got a game. They got a game. But stranger things could happen, man. So give me your thoughts. And be honest with yourself. Are you starting to think Super Bowl? Are you thinking, if you're thinking, if we make it past the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we can beat the Niners. We can host the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be a rough road, I tell you that. A rough road, But we can do it. We can do it. And we just might. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How does it feel, Lions fans, to still be talking about football halfway in January? You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.